Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Giancarlo.
And this is our review of
Splendor. That's it. That's all we got. In Splendor, players take on the role of rich merchants during the Renaissance. Using your resources, you'll acquire mines, transportation, and artisans to turn your raw gems into works of art and hopefully catch the eyes of the nobility. In the box, you'll find 40 tokens broken down into 7 emeralds, 7 sapphires, 7 rubies, 7 diamonds, 7 onyxes, and 5 gold. 90 development cards broken down into 40 level 1 representing mines, 30 level 2 representing transportation, and 20 level 3 representing artisans, and 10 noble tiles. After a player reaches 15 prestige points, each other player has one final round, and the player with the most prestige wins.
Here's how to set up for a 4-player game. Shuffle the level 1 cards and reveal 4, placing the remainder of the deck next to them. Do the same for level 2, placing it a row higher, and again for the levels 3. Shuffle the noble tiles and reveal 5, placing the rest back in the box. Take all the tokens and separate them in appropriate stacks. Now you're ready to play.
On your turn, you must choose one of 4 available actions. They are: take 3 different gem tokens, except the gold. Take 2 gems of the same color if there's at least 4 of them on the stack, except the gold. Buy a development card by paying its cost, or reserve a development card. To do so, a player will take the gold token and a development card and place it face down in front of him. A player may never have more than 3 reserved cards. Also note that the gold token acts as a joker and can be used as any other gem tokens. The reserved cards can then be placed face up by paying its cost and taking a buy development card on future turns. 2 rules to remember. Whenever you buy a development card, replace it from the same level deck, unless there's none, and you can never have more than 10 gem tokens at the end of your turn. You'll have to choose and discard the excess.
Let's look at the development card. Cards might have prestige points at the top left corner. Whenever you buy one of these, is how much points you've just added to your prestige. The top right corner will have a gem. This is the type it produces each of your turns. Lastly, for you to acquire these cards, you need to spend the required resource for them, which can be found in the lower left corner. You need to discard the tokens you've acquired so far by placing them back in the communal pool, minus any cards that produce the right type of gem for the required cost. These you do not discard. They are a permanent resource available to you. So yes, it's very possible with enough cards that you get other cards for free. And only with enough development cards can you grab the noble's attention. If you have the required amount and type of cards of a certain noble likes, he or she will come to you as a free action at the end of your turn. And they give you prestige points in return. I mean, everybody's going to talk about your jewels when nobles accessorize with them. You can also try and get other nobles to wear your jewels, but know that only 1 per turn can come at the end of your turns. When a player has 15 or more prestige points, each other player plays 1 final turn, and the player with the most prestige points wins.
Splendor looks like an easy, simple concept of a game, and it is, but there's so much subtle strategies and tactics to it that it's never boring. Every game is different, obviously, but more importantly, the approach will be. Look at what type of gems are available to you when the development cards are revealed at the beginning of the game, what types of gems the nobles are looking for, and how many prestige point cards are available to you will seriously get your strategy started in a certain direction. Reserving a card is another crucial step in the game. Not so much to reserve the card for yourself, but more to take it away from someone who might complete it on his upcoming turn. So yes, there's even player interaction, and although your agenda is important, always keeping an eye out at what other players are doing is just as important. And the game is very, very addictive. We played it over and over again, no matter how many players, and more importantly, it's one of those rare few games where depending on the number of players you are, it won't affect the fun or strategy factor. The turns are so quick, there's hardly any downtime, which is a huge plus. And like I said, you're always paying attention to what other players are doing, so that aspect keeps you in the game. What cards they might purchase, what nobles they're going for, and can you race them for it, or stall them by reserving a card you think would benefit them. It's quick, simple, subtle tactics with a little element of luck based on what cards they are to buy and what cards might appear. Replay value is great, components are very good and sturdy, and you can use the game as a filler or make it a whole game night. So sweet, Splenda decided to change its name to Splendor. It gets 8.5, ooh, shiny, out of 10.